Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back working on the Bora build. This will be episode number 3. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, and by the end of this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. The last video got over 100 views, so this one I want to try and reach over 200 if I can. That'd be awesome. But let's see how we go with this episode. I want to cover the thermostat housing replacement on this one, this video. It's leaking, so I don't know whether I should be replacing the whole thermostat housing, or the actual seal, but we'll indulge into that. Also in this video, I want to get the front doors off as well. So here it is. Obviously, it's still in the same spot. It's not going anywhere with this front end off. I'll be having to drain the coolant out and get into this little space here, so I can get into there. Obviously you can see, you can't really see much in there because all this stupid looms and wirings in the way, but all that coolant back there, that's where all the leak is. So I want to drain the coolant out, and then I'll be taking that thermostat housing off, having a quick look and seeing what needs to be replaced, and then get that ordered as well. Coolant hose is unplugged. They've even labelled it for me, look, drain. How's that? So once the coolant's all drained out, I'm going to take off this top hose too. I'm going to unplug the loom, which is there for the fans, and I'm just going to swing this radiator around to give me a little bit more room in here, so I can get into this spot. So there's plenty of room. Nice, I'm gonna say red coolant. So yeah, I'll just unplug the 2 switches for the fans, and obviously the temp sensor for the radiator as well. Take them out the side, out the way, and then I just have the coolant leaking into this tray. This gives me a lot more room to get in there. Should have grabbed the bigger screwdriver, and I didn't, but she still works, only just. And if you can't already see, it is now raining, so not only getting wet from the coolant, I'm getting wet from the rain too. So considering the last 2 videos I've done on this car, it's been nice and sunny and ruining the quality of the picture. Today it's just raining. And this clamp doesn't want to come out nice. Of course you don't. This is what I mean, guys, about Mark 4s. Sometimes they don't want to play ball. Or I just blame whoever the hell worked on this before me, and they've used cheap clamps that don't want to go off the right way. Oh yeah, loving it. Alright, there we go. There we go. Temp sensor taken out. Another broken Mark 4 plug. Loving life. This car's just full of surprises. That's why I bought it. there it is. One leaking thermostat housing. So as you can see, that's the first bit that I've seen, and then connecting to the block, you can see on that side it's just leaking all around there, all around in there, and then underneath as well, all there too. So absolutely gross. Alright, let's get a closer look, shall we? There it is, there's the block, and that is all manky and just gross. Gearbox as well, just covered in all dry, gooey coolant. It's been sitting there for ages, just leaking away everywhere. So that'll be my next job. I'll clean all that up, check that thermostat housing, and if the thermostat housing isn't broken, I'll put it back on and reseal it. If it is, then I'll have to order the part and then replace it. Alright guys, it's the next day. I got a couple of hours before the weather either turns or I run out of daylight. So I want to start on the driver's side door. I may end up getting the whole door removed in this one shot, but we'll see. One, two, three screws in the door frame. We got one small Phillips head back here, and under here we have three Torx screws. I'm going to assume they're a T20. Yep, T20 as well. In here, I can take this kick panel off, take this handle off in here, which needs a flathead screwdriver in here, and this whole handle will come off. Kick panel off, then the wiring should be coming straight out. Then I can go ahead and take that side mirror out, and then the door is ready to be removed. So right there's the plug for the door. It's a 10mm triple square. There'll be 1, 2, and 3. Take it nice slowly. Got a tire on here as well, just to keep it kind of stable once I start undoing it. Three bolts, and there is the door completely off. There you go. That's one door on, and I got the gaps pretty spot on. I had to adjust the latch. Adjust the latch that little bit, and obviously the hinge bolts as well. It's a case of just leave the bolts loose, shut the door, get it in position, tighten up the 2 bolts. When I was happy with that, open the door and tighten up the 3rd bolt that was inside, that you can't access from obviously the outside. So there you go. I was just looking to swap over the chambers in the door for the door locks. So this is the original one and this is the older one from the one for the wreckers. As you can see, the casing is different shape. I thought I could maybe swap out the chambers, but then obviously the key from the wrecker that I found didn't get this out. So obviously the original key for this one will still work. So now I have to swap out this bracket here that sits inside the door, so the original lock will go back into the original frame, just into the new door. Also, swapping off the parts, turns out the wrecked car had all 1C part numbers. So as you can see, this one here is a 1J. So what I'm going to do is, I've got to strip it out anyway to put new glass in. So I'll put the original glass in this car back in. I'll swap out all the mechanisms as well for the window actuator, the door actuator, and the mechanism too. So that'll be my next job. I'll get all that swapped in, then I can be able to lock the door. Because at the moment, the only way I can lock the door is with my special key. So in it goes. Turn it, and there you go. And that's how I'm locking it for now. So next job, I'll swap it out all out, the internals, and then I can have it all complete. To remove these panels, you need to remove the 3 screws for the window actuator, and then you've got these 10mm bolts all the way around. Also, that bracket is in there. The bracket got to change, so I'm going to take that out. So there it is, handle in there. Obviously got the glue on and clean off, but the most important part is that it fits and it works. So this part here, a bit of a wiggle. There we go. A bit hard with one hand. That fits right into here. The bracket that I showed you, like that bracket down there. I'm going to take this off, and there's a screw behind it. Screws the bracket onto the actual door, and you've got these 2 little teeth, so you've got to go in and slide that way. So this 2 kind of tabs, as you can see, locks into place to the door. So the bracket behind there is nice and still and fitted to the door, and then when you put in your lock, perfect. So now I have the door handle and the lock in there. I'll tighten that up, and now I can able to lock the door. Just keep moving forward. powered the car up, connected the loom, so I can have access to these two screws here, the glass. So I put this on first, I put the glass on, and then I can tighten up here. Alright. Now that's done, I can put all the screws back in, screw back in place, feed the loom through the door, fit the door trim, and the power switch, the main switch, and the tweeter. And then I am done for this door. Well, there you go. It's all back together again. How's that? All complete. Alright guys, so this door I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to gut the whole lot out while the door's still on the car, and then I'll put the new door on, and then I'll just put all the parts back onto it. So all the power window regulator and the door lock mechanism as well, the actuator, I'll replace that in there, as well as the glass. This glass will go back on to the other door as well. Alright, so let's get started. power window gave me a little bit of trouble. It wasn't sitting properly in the clamps of the mechanism, but now she is in there, sweet as. So I'll just put the door trim back on, and she is done. So there is the door trim put together. With a bit of mucking around, I managed to get the door handle back on. The issue I was having is the old style, or the other old doors, is the fact that this clip on the back here wasn't clipping onto the back of the handle. So the handle on the door was loose, rather than, see how this is nice and tight, that mechanism works. Mine wasn't latching on, so I had to fish it out and do a bit of magic to get it working again. So happy days, the door is on, and we can move on to the next stage. But I reckon that's it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And I want to try and hit, I don't know, say 30 subscribers. I'm at about 24 at the moment, but if we can do that, that'd be amazing. Yeah, peace out guys, thanks.